Hello everybody, HeroGerik here. I've got a game of ground war domination on drone for you. This is probably one of the best games I've had in a long time. I usually do pretty good, but this is definitely one of the best games that I've at least had for the night that I was playing here. Um, as you can see there, everyone tries to rushing for B. It's where the C4 comes in handy. Right now, if you're wondering what I'm using the MSMC, that particular submachine gun there with fast mags and laser sight. The opposite team here in this particular match was not too bright, and I was able to outflank them many times in this game. Also, you'll see a lot of instances here where I just get plain lucky. There's certainly no substitute for luck in this game. You'll also notice a few times here I get kind of campy, which is a little unusual for using a submachine gun in this game. That's mainly, I'll explain that later on in the commentary. Anyways, right here, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I actually got texted by my girlfriend. And it was an important matter, so I found a spot to hide here, and I texted her back as quick as I could. And then I got right back into the game. Normally I'd cut out stuff like this, but I don't really have a very good video editor at the moment, and I'm hoping to get a hold of one here later. Anyways, my teammate there happens to put his Guardian there in an excellent position to prevent them from going through that route to get to the B flag, and it forces them to the outsides. If you're wondering what perks I'm using, I am using Flak Jacket, Tac Mask, and Scavenger, and I'm using 2 C4s and 1 EMP grenade. Every time I see that kill, I always think to myself, man, I could have gotten away, but it seemed like I almost died instantaneously. Then again, I was also hurt pretty bad. Anyways, here is the second and last time where I had to stop playing and actually text back my girlfriend here. She was asking me a very important question, and there was no way I could just not answer it right away. So, but I promise you that's the last time, and I get right down to business here. My thoughts on drone here as a map in particular for domination are: one side is definitely more advantageous than the other. If you have the C side, you are definitely in a better position to own the map than you are on the A side. Not only do you have the uphill advantage, but also you have all those trees and shrubs and bushes there in the background where all your team snipers can hide in and snipe the crap out of people on the other side. Anyways, so that Guardian there is doing his job, it's distracting the enemy team. It's keeping them from using that route to get to the B flag, and it allows me to flank around and my other teammates as well and pick up some nice kills. Also, oftentimes in this match, you'll see me just kind of stop and just look around. That's me just trying to size up the UAV and see where the enemies are going or where they might end up. Alright, right here, this is where I just absolutely love Flak Jacket. There's just no substitute for that perk. I was able to absorb 2 Semtexes and live and shrug it off like a boss. Anyways, so I was noticing that this guy here wasn't moving, so I figured I'd just go ahead and kill him and take care of that guy who was trying to take care of the B flag. Right here, I definitely get lucky. I was able to plant my C4 behind me and get that guy. He really only needed to get me with one more bullet before I died, but I was able to double tap F fast enough and detonate my C4. Speaking of detonating C4 with the double F option in computers, on PC I guess, I find it kind of annoying that that's the quick detonate option for C4. I always end up randomly picking up pieces of equipment and other guns off the ground whenever I do it, especially if I don't have a secondary equipped, which I often do not have equipped when I'm running a domination class such as this. Anyways, that's the end of the first round here, and we're doing a pretty good job. We've been able to hold 2 flags for almost about 50% of the time there, and the score reflects that. Now, the next round, however, is where things get crazy. So sit back and enjoy this. I noticed that down there in the bottom right that I already have my stealth chopper, and I was super close to my warthog. So instead of doing my usual rush to B, I decided to grab the A flag, and look at that. I've got a warthog and a stealth chopper right at the start of the match. I gotta admit, that's pretty awesome. Anyway, so I could not wait until I could use them, so I had to wait until the score streak call-in delay would gone off. And then I call it in, and boom, I just let it go to work. The Warthog, I believe, is my most favorite kill streak in the game. Admittedly, it may not be necessarily the most powerful or the most useful sometimes, because it's very easy to hide from. But it's just the pure intimidation of the sound of that machine gun that the airplane has. It's just awesome. It's definitely very much an intimidation factor. Anyways, so here I am, just kind of sitting in a corner. A lot of people may look down or disapprove on what I'm doing here, but I'm really just sizing up the mini-map. I have a really good streak going, and I've never yet once in this game earned a relentless medal, which is, I believe, a 20 or a 25 kill streak. I'm not quite sure. I think I'm leaning more towards the 20 kill streak. Anyways, there, I was really dumb to give away my position on a target that was hard to get. But I managed to pick him off. He almost got me, though. Anyway, so I waited to call in my stealth chopper until my warthog was done. I know a lot of people like to call in all of their kill streaks at once, but unless they work in tandem, kind of like how the stealth chopper and the AGR do, then it's not really good to call in all your kill streaks at once. That way you have the maximum amount of time of your kill streak or score streak dominating the air. I wasn't really sure what that guy was doing there, laying in the grass. Either he was hiding or he was trying to call in a kill streak or a score streak or something like that. Doesn't really matter. I just am able to pick up the free headshot. Okay, so this is kind of silly, but I had no idea you could hop on top of this crate. For the longest time, I always wondered if you could, and I just randomly did it, and I was actually really happy to discover it, because it's actually a really good place to defend from. Now, I know I'm using an SMG, and that I'm staying way back in the map here, and so you can accuse me of being really campy, but I was just really excited that I had such a long streak going. It's definitely one of the longer streaks I've ever had, and I mean, I've definitely had my moments of brilliance, but this is definitely a really, really good streak for me. So I was able to pick up a second stealth chopper, and I call it in there once my other one goes away. And then now I'm just trying to look for more kills, hopefully get a second warthog in the same streak. My ultimate goal is to get a nuclear medal. That's really what I'm aiming for. And I've come close, like I said, many times, but I've never actually gotten it. At this point, it's really just trying to find people. Our team was doing so well at keeping them caught up in their spawn that I was actually having trouble finding targets. And so I kind of do my usual flanking route over here to the side and pick up that guy right there. And I was thinking that I was going to be able to repeat my flanking route here that I did last time. But I got killed there. So frustrating. Anyways, so he kept me from reaching that nuclear medal that I was aiming for, but hey, that's the game. No biggie. Anyways, as you'll notice, the game is wrapping up here. There's only a few more points to go, and I managed to pick up the game-ending double kill. So there you go. There is my domination game. I ended up going 43 for 3. Not bad, I would say. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.